indispensable. Certainly, the whole case revolves around the fact he brought a civil rights case, and I think that's one of the most important developments.
This is Action 2 News at 10. Coverage you can count on.
Some breaking news from Calumet County.
Sheriff Jerry Poggle called us in the last 2 hours for help in finding a missing 25-year-old Hilbert woman. He's calling her disappearance suspicious.
The Calumet County Sheriff says she was driving a 1999 dark green Toyota RAV4 like this one.
I feel terrible for her family. I mean, it's got to be hell. Out of all the possibilities, you know, what is the ideal one? It's that she's not right.
If we could do a search, you know, we would, but we don't know where she went after her last stop. So.
With the information that we've obtained from friends and family, this is definitely a missing person case of suspicious origin.
Halbach's last stop Monday was at Stephen Avery's home. He spent 18 years in prison for a sexual assault crime he did not commit.
Right now, police are conducting an aerial search of the land from Manitowoc to Green Bay. They're hoping to locate Teresa's car, which they say is a major key in their investigation. That car is a 1999 dark green Toyota RAV4, just like the one you see here.
Tammy, in just the last couple of hours, flyers with Teresa's picture on it have gone up all across northeast Wisconsin. One of those flyers is right here on display at this gas station near Sherwood. Volunteers hope to have thousands by late tonight, about 30 of Teresa's friends and family members. The hope is someone will tip off police.
Hi, Andy.
Can you run Sam William Henry 582?
Okay, it shows that she's a missing person, and it lists to Teresa Halbach.
Okay, 99 Toyota?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. Bye-bye.
We need to find Teresa. You know, we got a ton of help. A lot of people have been kind of coming out of the woodworks to help, and
hey, kind of a change of plans here. The boss has got something he wants us to do.
Okay, we are at Avery Salvage. We have found a RAV4. What color specifically was her RAV4? And do you have a VIN number? This vehicle is green. Okay, this, I don't know, this is like a bluish green. It's more blue than green.
Does it look like a newer one?
Yeah, it's the 99 to 2000.
Is there any?
More of a bluish green, though. That's why we don't want to put, you know.
Stay on the outside of the car, go over to the front on the driver's side.
Yeah, I realize that. I'm in the business, so I kind of know, but I can't find a VIN number. Can't find the VIN number. Isn't that funny? Oh, here it is, Nick. The last 4 digits. 3044.
Okay, where are you?
30, is that the number?
Where are you?
I'm at Avery Salvage.
Well, how can that be?
How can it be?
Yeah.
How do you know if that's the one that was down here day one? Because that woman said it was blue.
That was her vehicle down there.
You didn't see it.
Well, I seen her in the picture.
Yeah, in the picture. That's a picture.
Yeah, but with the serial numbers.
Yeah.
Unless she bought another one.
Yeah. One like it.
We can tell you that, in fact, the vehicle of Ms. Halbach was found. We have obtained evidence, and the Wisconsin State Crime Lab was called to the scene of Avery's auto salvage.
Good evening. At a news conference this evening, police announced that they found Teresa Halbach's car, and they say they found it on Stephen Avery's property. Halbach is the 25-year-old Calumet County woman missing since Monday.
Right now, we know Teresa Halbach's car has been found, but the Calumet County District Attorney is not saying what her status is, if she's still missing or if her body has been discovered. Now, the sheriff says the car was found at Avery's Auto Salvage just west of Michigan on Highway 147. The discovery came after investigators acted on a tip. Tonight, though, very little information is being released.
The vehicle is a major piece of this investigation, and that piece of evidence has been taken to the crime lab, and as we speak, they are continuing to analyze that vehicle. A significant amount of blood was also discovered in Teresa Halbach's vehicle.
We run an honest business, you know, and if we had something to do with it, why would we put it down there? We'd have to crush it, you know, get rid of the evidence and get rid of it.
So a lady shows up. What time does she show up, you think?
It's like I told them down there between 2 and 2:30.
So she shows up in what kind of vehicle?
SUV. It's always the same one.
What color?
Green.
Was it a... Do you know what make and model or anything, or?
At the time, no, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was a Toyota. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, so a green SUV, she shows up, she comes to where?
When she came, I don't know, she parked right there.
Okay. And that was a green SUV, right?
Yeah.
Did you do any work with the loader or forklift last week that you remember? Now, you guys did some crushing, right?
The week before last week.
That what?
That we crushed.
So it may not have been this week at all that you crushed anything?
No, because Earl worked almost all week to get all the ones ready on top.
Okay. What would you say you're in the garage? I'll be back. Who else was home at Barb's house when she came? You know?
Bobby was.
Bobby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening. A press conference held just 2 hours ago gave very little new information in the search for Teresa Halbach.
The interior portion of Ms. Halbach's vehicle was not available, not accessible to law enforcement officials. That vehicle wasn't searched until it got to Madison.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. Police say the investigation into Teresa Halbach's disappearance is far from over.
Here's what we know. Most importantly, Teresa Halbach has not been found. However, results are back from Halbach's vehicle at the Wisconsin State Crime Lab, in which they found, quote, significant evidence. Now, they're not saying what that evidence is.
This significant evidence, whatever it is something that investigators say they hope will lead them to a suspect.
None of them have been cleared as suspects. Until they are, I don't really have much to say about them. Hopefully, if he is involved, he will cooperate with authorities. We realize that we will see Teresa again, whether it's here on Earth or up in heaven.
While the search is focused on the salvage yard, it's not confined to it. Investigators tell us they have subpoenas for other areas.
And now more detailed search warrants and subpoenas have been issued for areas outside Avery's property.
Are we using our ambulance for anything? I'd be negative. Did you have somebody roll it down over here? 10-4. 3496. Teresa Halbach, 193. Is 752 around there, Bushman? I need him over here for, or at least I need to contact him. I got a number for him. He's not here. I believe he's completing another assignment away from here. Go ahead, 432. LT, you're going to have to scratch me from the schedule tomorrow. I'm going to be needed out here again tomorrow.
Who do you specifically think is framing you and why?
Manitowoc County, the sheriff's department. Plus, maybe the old sheriff has got something to do with this too. They really never did like the Averys, with the salvage yard and with the business. There could be a accident right there in the road. They won't call us. They'll call somebody else to come and get it. We don't get much record calls from them no more. It's always been like that for quite a while.
Good evening. Investigators say the evidence now points to the Teresa Halbach case being more than just a missing persons case.
A significant amount of blood was found in Teresa Halbach's vehicle, plus more blood on the Avery's property and in buildings on that property.
With some officers still stationed outside buildings on the property, others take long looks at taped off areas very near those same buildings.
Avery says since police are spending so much time at the salvage yard, he's convinced they're out to get him. But investigators say that's not the case.
There's absolutely nothing of a vendetta, all right?
How do you think her car ended up on that property?
Somebody planted it there.
The evidence that we've collected is leading us to that of a human person.
Do you think she's dead?
At this time, I can't answer. We don't know.
Teresa Halbach remains missing at this time, has not been found or identified, sir.
It's hard to go through this stuff. I went through it once already. I don't know. I can't.
They haven't found her body, and we don't know if she's still alive or not. Well, it definitely concerns us that they are finding more human evidence.
43-year-old Stephen Avery sits in a Calumet County jail cell while investigators gather evidence against him. The list is staggering and growing.
Investigators actually cut today's press conference short, saying they were right in the middle of more investigative efforts.
Revealing they were even doing some digging on or near the property.
Kratz, who's been in charge of the investigation from the beginning, says there was no opportunity for anyone to plant or taint evidence.
And she was very well loved.
Good evening. Investigators said today they found the remains of an adult female on the Avery family property in Manitowoc County.
Now, they have not said yet if those remains are that of 25-year-old Teresa Halbach, but the Calumet County Sheriff will say Halbach's disappearance is now a homicide investigation.
Analysis of these items is being conducted to determine the identity.
Go ahead and take a look at this aerial footage of the Avery salvage yard from today. You can see state patrol troopers were out on the property again. Now, we also saw this on the property today.
Red flags in the ground.
Strongly and without apparent emotion, Mike Halbach said the support of hundreds statewide made it easier to face if, in fact, the DNA evidence matches that of Teresa Halbach.
And I mean, don't let me fool you. I'm trying to stay as strong as I can, but it hurts. Everything hurts. We had been informed throughout this. We didn't find out today. We had known earlier. In the news conference, nothing came to us as a shock to us, but we're a very strong family.
The volunteers' search for Teresa is called off for now, while the family waits for the state crime lab to identify the remnants of bone and teeth.
We definitely have long lives ahead of all of us to look forward to, and we have long afterlives to look forward to as well with Teresa.
Reporting in the town of St. John, Isabel Cali.
Seized during a search of the Avery property included material believed to be human muscle tissue, material believed to be human skin, and soil samples possibly containing DNA material.
Now, those remains were found in a burn barrel at the Avery Auto Salvage Yard.
Investigators noted the amount of blood found around Avery's property.
Teresa Halbach's blood found in his trailer.
They keep on running around and everything else. You know, I'm starting not to trust the Justice Department now.
And though the sheriff makes it clear the one victim in this case is Teresa Halbach, when asked if investigators on the property could also be finding evidence of other crimes, he responds,
I do not wish to divulge that information at this time.
It was DNA evidence that exonerated Stephen Avery from prison in 2003 after serving 18 years for a rape he didn't commit. Now DNA evidence could put him back in jail for life.
DNA doesn't lie.
Sharon.
Yeah.
I hear that the city just discovered a little while ago a 25-year-old dead girl.
That was, they discovered her early this morning at 8 this morning.
By any chance, is it Teresa M. Halbach? She's 25 years old. That's why I'm wondering.
It's Carmen Boatwell?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I need what I'm going to do is we had a missing, I don't know if you guys knew about it, we had a missing from Cal County last night. Or if you had that information. And we want to they want to do a flyover on a couple pieces of property, but they need the GPS coordinates.
Okay.
Yes, one being Stephen Avery. 10-4. Let me give you, where the hell is his address?
I know where that is.
You know where that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want it right?
Getting these calls from property owners right around the Avery residence indicating that they've had suspicious activity on their property.
What office are you out of?
I'm out of Manitowoc County. See, he's got that lawsuit for the wrongful imprisonment and all that.
Right.
against Manitowoc County.
I don't know much about the case, but if it's something with that family, I hope you get them.
Well, we hope so too.